I'm here today with your daily horoscopes reading for Easter, April 12th, 2020. You like to feel needed, Aries, but today you might throw your hands up and say, enough is enough. You've given so much of yourself for so long that friends and loved ones tend to think you're largesse as a right rather than privilege. Today remind them of the error. Take the day off. Go to a fancy restaurant. Enjoy being waited on. Don't forget to leave a big tip. Taurus. You could be overwhelmed with some information today, Taurus, as you receive more phone calls and emails messages that you could possibly answer. Be clear about your priorities and stick with them. Otherwise, you're likely to spend the day being battered around the court like a tennis ball. Take a lot of deep breaths throughout the day and make an effort to keep your temper in check. Gemini. Your mind is like a sponge today, Gemini, eager to absorb all sorts of information. Take care of that information you're absorbing is accurate. There's a high likelihood that the fascinating news you hear is mostly mixed of fantasy and fiction. Go to the source and get the facts before acting on this information. If necessary, do your own research online or in the library. Cancer. If you aren't careful, there's a strong possibility that you'll overindulge today, Cancer. Your career frustrations may manifest in a form of overeating, excess drinking, and reckless spending. These are just symptoms masking the real problem. If you can take some time to meditate, you'll calm your nerves and reveal the root of your frustration. Once you have the facts, it'll be easier to diverse in effective solution. Okay, now we're on to Leo. You're too hard on yourself, Leo. If things haven't gone exactly as you planned over the last few days, there's no sense in beating yourself up over it as long as you did the best that you could. What's the problem? It's likely you experienced a delay and not a cancellation. All signs indicate that your goals will come to fortune even though it might take a little longer than you'd anticipated. Virgo. You're especially intuitive today, Virgo. If this is a fairly new occurrence for you, you could be at a loss as how to make the most of this gift. Only you can know for sure, but one suggestion is to reflect on changes that you'd like to make at work. Pitch them to your boss. With today's keen insight, you're almost able to read his or her mind and anticipate any objections. Libra. Today's planetary aspects indicate that this is likely to be a day of excess, Libra. Some of it good, some of it not so good. Take care not to overindulge in food and drink. You could be merely acting on your stress with such behavior. You're better served to meditate and get to the root of the problem. On the other hand, money could come your way, possibly a lot of it. Woohoo, Libra. Okay, Scorpio, you could make an effort to be patient and tolerant, especially at the office. Even though you might feel like it, Scorpio, you'll likely take a lot of deep breaths and project in a lot of deep breaths as projects get delayed and meetings drag on. There isn't much you can do about it. Stay focused and trust that everything will be resolved by the day's end. In the meantime, don't step on anyone's toes. Your colleagues' nerves are raw. That's the Scorpio. Sagittarius. This could be a day of inner turmoil, Sagittarius. You'll rethink some of the fundamental values, unsure if you are still relevant to your life. It's clear that some soul searching is needed. There's no right or wrong answer, only what it's in your heart. If your goal is to live authentically, then you'll need to make some big changes in your life. Don't act rashly. Take things through or think things through before taking steps. Sorry. Capricorn. You'll need to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, Capricorn. Why not take a few steps back and try to look at your life more objectively? Regardless of what you might be thinking at the moment, you do have a terrific life. Stop and count your blessings. Make a list and keep it in your wallet to refer to it at low moments. Force yourself to be festive tonight. It will do you good to get out. Aquarius. A particularly tricky situation could occur at work if you aren't careful. You could lose your cool and make a concerted effort to keep your wits about you, Aquarius. It could be that a colleague is baiting you, but that's no reason to take it. Keep to yourself as much as possible today. Close your office door. At home, go to bed early. Relax with a good book. All will be calmer tomorrow. Pisces. Boy, your life seems seriously out of balance, doesn't it, Pisces? Today provides an opportunity to rethink what is truly important. Consider exercise as one way to improve your health and manage your stress level. Once you get started with a healthy regimen, you'll see how it helps you gain perspective. It's likely that the cause of all this stress can be eliminated when viewed through a different lens. So that is your horoscope for today, April 12th, 2020. Remember, there's no scientific facts. It's all for our entertainment. Thank you all for listening. Until tomorrow.